Hey guys, it's me again, and this is the second installment of the Hullabaloo vlog. Once again, just to remind you, there will be some swearing in the poetry and I'm not censoring it out. If it is in regular everyday walking around, yes. But if it's in the poetry, it was put there for a purpose, and that's the poet's choice. I will not be censoring that. Okay. Have fun watching. Go.
The bus is empty when it shudders to a halt.
You see the brim of a hat, and dread leaches into your stomach.
The creature dumps himself into the seat next to you.
After a deep breath, you politely... Nope.
Nauseous.
Do you have a copy here?
Yes.
Hey Kim.
God, I regret not getting Aaron there. Hi.
Hi! We're in the hotel.
We certainly are.
Thoughts so far? Scale from 1 to 5?
It's a hotel. It's pretty nice. And it's got complimentary chocolate, so I'm in.
That's true.
Alright, I'm gonna just test and see how well this is.
Yeah.
I'd say about a 4.
Hey guys, we have a balcony!
Yeah. Nice.
Sort of. Do we? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
It's so glamorous.
Ow, what the
beep? Okay, I know I said I would censor out anything inappropriate, but this next clip I just had to include because every time I watch it back, I just crack up. And a bit of backstory for you. Our hotel, or rather our balcony, was right across the street from a XXX adult store. Yeah. So there were plenty of jokes made about that, and this was one of them. A perfect view of the XXX adult store.
I'm going to get my Viagra.
That ain't going in the video.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Viagra.
Say it again.
Viagra.
So I have changed and I am now in my full Snow White Disney bounding attire. I don't know if it's that great, but I also have a little chain on my ear. It's cute. And my tag, and I think we're just getting ready to go, and we're excited. Hey, it's Harbor Dance Center. That is where we went for a dance workshop a few months ago.
Weird, right?
I'm not. Hey, Michaela. Hey. Okay, so we are pre-bout. How you feel, Kim? Yeah, we're both going this round with our solo pieces. She's kicking off Hullabaloo, basically. She's going first out of anyone, outside of like the sacrificial poet. But I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't think Kim is scared. She's hyping herself up by swearing a lot.
That's why I swear.
I don't know if this is even facing you.
It is!
Yay, hi. I'm getting good with the camera, guys.
And this is called a short rant. Don't fuck with me. I swear to whatever God you believe in that I am dangerous when provoked. Sure, I am below the average height, but that does not make me inferior. And if you still think so, I'll show you that I can still look down on you. Oh, so you're going to call me shrimp. Well, I hope you're not allergic to seafood, because you'll be choking on your words. I am not your leaning post. Don't you dare use me as one, or the next leaning post that I use will be your tombstone. Oh, so I'm an ankle biter, am I? Well, you better run like the hounds of hell are after you, because I'll be nipping at your heels. Woo. This may seem out of the blue, because my friends know me like a puppy, or a little package of bubbly, but in reality, I'm an itty-bitty bottle of anger boiling over with your bullshit. Oh, so you're still going to call me small? Well, see how small you are when I break your knees. Just let me get my whooping stick. Could you help me? I can't reach it. Hi, I'm Erin. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. My poem is called What I Learned from a Mouse. As children, Disney taught us that if you wish upon a star, your dreams will come true. But where I live, it rains all day and all night, and the only stars I see are streetlights. But as children, we're taught object permanence, and we start to understand that the stars we don't see are still there. But our tiny hands aren't big enough to grasp our destinies, our tiny hearts aren't strong enough to change our fates. So we keep wishing, hoping someday we'll be tall enough and our tiny hands will scatter the clouds and grab the stars for ourselves. As children, Disney taught us that true love's kiss can break any curse, and maybe that's why mothers kiss their babies' bruises better, because even if the pain doesn't stop, the tears might. As children, Disney taught us that a dream is a wish your heart makes, and that always threw me off, because what about nightmares? I mean, sometimes we have dreams where we're running, but we're not running fast enough. And as children, we don't realize that someday we'll run for our destinies in the waking world, even though those destinies seem too far off, but we dare not stop, lest we lose the race or wake up. As children, Disney taught us a lot of things. I'm 17 now. I'm watching the same Disney DVDs on repeat, and I'm still learning things, just different things. I learned from Princess Tiana that faith and stars won't get you far unless helped along with hard work, but also that working 2 jobs is fruitless if you can't stop to dream every once in a while, because your Evangeline might be shining down on you right now. And when I think about my future, I feel like Peter Pan, with one foot in the real world and with one foot in Neverland and one in the real world. But if I were Peter Pan, all it would take is faith, trust, and pixie dust to fly me to my destiny. And then I think maybe I'm more rooted in reality, because from where I'm standing, the happiest things aren't the same as having wings. I learned from Mulan that when you get down to business, your reflection can't show you who you are inside. I learned from Snow White that the mirror, mirror on the wall can only show me who's the fairest of them all, but it can't show me where's the fairness of it all. And I learned from Alice that sometimes simply smelling the flowers isn't enough. Sometimes you have to go ahead and paint the roses red by yourself. But I learned from The Lion King that even if I feel like I'm not running fast enough, running in slow motion looks about 1,000,000 times cooler, and maybe like Tiana, I'll only get there one tip at a time, but I'm in grade 12 now, and I'm starting to feel like I'm almost there, and I didn't even need a fairy godmother to get me here. Heck, the glass slipper wouldn't have fit my foot anyway. I mean, I don't think Cinderella was a size 10. As children, and now, Disney taught us a lot of things. Amazing what I've learned from a man and a mouse.
The bus is empty when it shudders to a halt.
You see the brim of a hat and dread leaches into your stomach.
The creature dumps himself into the seat next to you.
And you realize he's a chauvinistic pig as he winks, tips his fedora, and squeals, "Milady!"
You feel nauseous and try to escape, but the girth of his utter douchebaggery chokes your path.
Ask him to please leave you alone and insist you're not interested.
He chortles mockingly as he backwashes into his lukewarm Mountain Dew.
Then he opens his lips and you cringe as a deluge of Dorito dust and disgust washes over you while he grumbles, "Friend-zoned again by another succubus."
Excuse me? Your milady malady seems to have morphed your mind to the point where you see being friends with a female as punishment. And maybe it's just my self-respect speaking, but demonizing me for not idolizing you after that creative and completely original excuse for a pickup line isn't going to get you very far. In fact, it's only going to get you as far away from me as physically and maybe even legally possible.
After a deep breath, you politely explained to him that being friend-zoned would imply that we were ever friends.
And that a connection between us was anything beyond a figment of his feeble imagination. But Brony Friendzoni must not be one to adhere to reality, because he strains what's supposed to be a spine.
And spews bullshit so hard that it practically hits the seat in front of him.
Well, I'm sorry if you're offended. Just give me a second chance and I'll fulfill your manic pixie dream girl fantasies. This has got to be a cruel fucking joke. Girls aren't vending machines. You can't put friendship coins in them until sex falls out. Especially when your currency is a pathetic forgery that you somehow think passes for the real thing.
You accidentally show emotion by dry heaving.
So Brony Friendzoni lets you ponder his seductiveness while he engages in political discussion. He rambles on like an overexcited toddler about the plight faced by his brony brethren and the euphoria he feels when belittling entire religious groups.
Until, in a sea of hollow jargon meant to make you feel intellectually inferior, one eloquent phrase shatters your indifference.
I identify as a masculinist! Wait, is that like Meninism but with even less credibility and more self-importance? I mean, you are a victim of a closed-minded internet subculture that spits at human rights and drools over frankly terrifying corruptions in children's media, but your attempts to undermine my self-worth are driving splinters into my brain, making any attempt to sympathize with you impossible.
Finally, your stop comes up. Hope!
You barrel past Brony phony Frenzonian into the glorious streets. You walk in ecstasy, breathing in fresh afternoon air and relishing in your freedom until you bump into a guy who,
after spilling his Monster Energy drink on your shirt, accosts you with eyes shadowed by a snapback.
Your last thought before he opens his mouth is, "Aw, shit!"
Okay, so we just got finished the round, as you saw. It seemed to me, we came in 3rd out of 4. It seemed to me like the audience liked us, but the judges didn't necessarily. A lot of people came up to me afterwards and said they really liked it. One girl came up to me and I have a line in it, as you saw, that was like, I didn't need a fairy godmother, and she came up to me and was like, you are your own fairy godmother, and I'm so happy about that. So how'd it feel?
It felt good.
Just by the way, Michaela was the videographer the whole time, so you can thank her for the video. But your performance, how'd that feel? I didn't film that one.
You know, it felt good. I was really nervous because it was such a personal piece.
Yeah,
and I was sure
that's why I
people
didn't
would judge
film
me
it.
for doing it. Yeah, she didn't film it, but
Sorry.
You know, I got a good reaction, and I'm really just glad that people liked it. So yeah, I'm excited.
When I first moved to Beep, my mother rolled down the windows of the U-Haul and let the aroma of cow manure flow out from the fields and into our nostrils, and she said, inhale deeply. Here, you're gonna have to like this smell.
Welcome to my post-shower hairdo. So we're back from the underground indies. What you saw of Kelsey, that was the indies where we were all sitting around a circle rather than in front of a stage. We're back at the hotel after a midnight McDonald's run, although Darian begs to differ. Apparently it was at 12:30, not midnight. Hey, Kim.
Hey.
No, I'm not just talking to myself.
Okay, I was like, are you talking?
Who the heck is she talking to?
What?
No. But yeah, I'm really full. As you can see, I just showered, and I'm going to probably, well, I say I'm going to go to bed, but chances are I'm going to write, and then I'm probably going to talk to the others for a while, and then I'm going to go to bed, and by then it'll probably be 2 in the morning. Good night. And now you've made it to the end of day 2. Stay tuned for day 3, coming up soon.